Welcome back everybody. I've got another journal to share with you. Again, I'm not sure if this one will be in the Etsy shop at the moment. If it does go in there when this video goes up and there's a link, there will be a link underneath if it went into the shop. If there's no link, it didn't. So I'll leave it at that. This is a single signature fabric over cardstock covered journal. It measures 8.5 by 5 3/4 approximately. There are 84 sides to this one. I haven't made one of these for a little while, but I really enjoyed doing this one. I'm just calling it the Flower Cellar. This is from Mrs. Cogg's Flower Cellar collection. I've tied some lace through the spine and I've just attached a bit more lace and some sari silk and a boho bead at the top there. That can all be removed if it's not wanted. And I've used contemporary lace through eyelets to tie it together. So we've got pocket on the inside with a couple of little bits. I've done a sort of belly band label type thing throughout this book actually, and a tag just mounted onto or put onto tea stain paper. I've got a little dangle, 2 little birds on there and some vintage lace. Just got a bit caught up. Again, a little double pocket. This is from my old magazine, my Good Housekeeping magazine. I think it's from the 1920s, either 20s or 30s. I can't just remember, and I've lost the cover or used the cover, so I can't remember anymore. Stenciling. This is Nick the Booksmith. Again, in here there's a couple of a tag I've made, and this is a vintage postcard. This must be Mabel. So maybe our flower cellar is called Mabel. And again, I've done one of those little belly bands with a couple of bits in there. This is from a 1920s gardening book, a plate from that. I've done lace over vellum pocket. There's a fussy cut in here which is just loose. A little dangle up there, and a journal card that I've made using My Porch Prints Roses and Letters paper or digi download. This is from the Language of Flowers book. I've made a pocket, not a pocket, an envelope here out an Edith Holden page, and in there there's some library cards and another vintage photograph. Fits over there. There's another pocket. It's a flower fairy image from a contemporary or relatively contemporary version of the book. I think it's from the 1960s. And this is from a book about roses. My stitching, I think I had to change the needle, so I have missed a few stitches on that one, but I'm just leaving it as it is. There we go. This is an envelope from 1952. Little dangle on there. And that's vintage computer card in the back. And in the front, this is a vintage postcard. I've cut it down a bit, but it wasn't written on, so it's just for the picture really. Which is these 2 lovely ladies. So on this we're picking up the sort of pinky brown, the blue. This is a vintage birthday card that I've just folded over the page to Gabrielle from Joyce. Nick the Booksmith. vintage postcard. This is from 1907. And another page from the Good Housekeeping magazine. A lot of writing space in this one. This is a writing journal, really. This is an envelope. I think that might be from My Porch Prints. And a little faux postcard in there, but I've lined the envelope with some old foxed tracing paper. In the centre we've got Edith Holden. You can see where I put the lace through. This is obviously a glassine envelope, bag, sorry, with a large tag and an image from my old, very vintage Flower Fairy book. I should be running out of those soon. And those books are very expensive to buy and too expensive to cut up usually. In this pocket I've got a telegram from 1960, a letter from 1949 and a vintage, quite fragile, but a vintage photograph. It pops in there. The key. This is another envelope from My Porch Prints, and this one has got some playing cards in. Very large tag in this one from the Roses and Letters Digi download. My Porch Prints, that is. There's another Flower Fairy tag. An envelope from 1966, and this again is from the Good Housekeeping magazine. There's a date on it here. I think it's 1923. Could be 28. I'll put my glasses on. This is the other side of that birthday card. Another page from the Vintage Flower Fairy book and magazine advertisement page. And I've got to put my little embroidery in the back of this, so there will be one extra thing in there. So that's the flower cellar. Thank you so much for watching.